We are back with the psychic lawyer, Mark Anthony, and during the commercial break, he was feeling a number of spirits coming forward.
Yes, there's a number of spirits coming forward, and I'm getting a younger male, could be late teens, early 20s. I'm getting a lot of issues in his throat, breathing issues, and that makes sense to people, to you, and to you as well. I know we're coming up on November, but this spirit's giving me November. Okay, they're both raising their hand. Let me explain what's going on here. One of the concepts that I've introduced in Evidence of Eternity and the Afterlife Frequency is known as collective consciousness communication. Spirits with a commonality will come in together. We have two younger males. We have breathing and throat issues, and we have November. Okay, now November can indicate a significant birth, death, anniversary, or event connected to you or the spirit or someone very close to either of you. How does November resonate with you?
He was found on November the 4th.
Hold on one second, let's get a microphone to you. Okay, what did you just say?
He was found on November the 4th.
He was found on November
4th?
His body was found on the 4th.
Okay, and?
His birthday's November 17th.
His birthday's November 17th.
Okay, so, all right, let me work a little bit more, and then we'll narrow it down to the first spirit, then we'll arc over to the second one. Okay, this is the November 4th. This was an accident, okay? And by accident, he's telling me that he was involved, but he did not intend for this to happen. Do you know if there were 3 different medications involved?
Yes, he was. He took Xanax, but he didn't know it was laced with fentanyl. So it was an accident, but it was an overdose.
Yeah, so he's very clear. And was he a fanatic about brushing his teeth?
Yes.
Yeah, because now I know that may sound weird, but there's
So how did you know he was a fanatic about that?
Because I spent so much money on braces, I was adamant.
Okay. What spirits do when they come in, they'll give me information, and then they'll follow it up with an objectively verifiable fact. And it may seem like it's out of left field and kind of weird, but what I've discovered is when a spirit gives us a message of an explanatory or advisory nature, he's talking about 3 different medications, it was an accidental overdose, didn't mean to do it. Okay, that's the advice and explanation. But then he followed that up with an objectively verifiable fact. He was fanatical about brushing his teeth. Okay, so anytime during the session, if I say verifiable fact following a message, we know we got it. Is there a Rob, a Robert, or a Robin connected to you or him in some way?
I'm sorry, say it again.
Rob, Robin, or Robert? You got to hold the microphone where we can hear it.
No.
Not at this time?
Not at this time.
Oh, hold on. Hold that thought. In what way?
His name is Robert.
Okay, collective consciousness.
Battle of the spirits.
Yeah. You see how they're working together. So we have the 2 sons coming through because they want to talk to their moms. We establish contact with your son. He's letting you know, and you already knew it was accidental, but he wants to confirm it for you because he would not have done this to you. Also, do you like cherry pie or cherry cobbler? He's giving you a cherry pie. Cherry could also be something about February, births, deaths, anniversaries, or events. Cherry pie, cherry cobbler, or February.
I can't think of anything right now.
I can't.
All right, if cherry pie or cherry cobbler makes sense, then look, I don't fling out random desserts hoping to get a hit. There's a reason why they're bringing this up, and I associate cherries with February because of President's Day and George Washington and all that. But your son's name was Robert? Okay. So let's talk, he's telling me there is something of significance. It may not be connected to him. It could be to you or his dad or someone close to you with the month of February.
I'd have to think about it.
That's okay. Let's work with him some more. And interesting. He's talking about this pain in the head. And I'm getting a tremendous amount of pain in the right frontal lobe. Was he having any issues with his head or brain, or is there somebody connected to you or him that's having any issues with brain surgery, brain tumors?
My husband had a stroke last year.
You got to hold it up close.
My husband had a stroke last year.
Okay, do you know if it was right?
It was in the back.
It was in the back? Okay. All right, so he is talking about that. So his dad had the stroke. That's him letting you know that he's around and aware of what's happening. They have to get me to the concept, so I get a sharp pain in my head. Is your husband still able to articulate and speak properly?
Yeah, he's fine.
Okay, that's why he was giving me the right side, because a right brain stroke won't affect your speech the way a left brain stroke will. He said, Dad's going to come back really well. Dad's going to come back really well. And the interesting thing, I know this is Texas and I'm from Florida, but you show me lots of guns. Okay.
That would be accurate.
Okay. In what way?
He and my husband shot together. We
Okay.
do a lot of shooting.
That's a verifiable fact following the message. So your husband's going to make a significant recovery from the stroke. He wants you to know that. And now I'm getting this massive pain in my ear. Who connected to you or him as having a hearing issue? You are. Okay. I'm trying to be diplomatic here. Does the hearing issue maybe extend into listening?
I mean, maybe.
Well, I know like when it's hard to hear, sometimes we don't always listen, but this is not just a hearing issue. It's you have to listen more. And it's not just to Dad. It's you have to listen to yourself for the signs from Robert, because he's sending many of them to you. And there's some weird thing about a light or a chandelier. There's a bulb that's blinking. Is there a light or a chandelier, a bulb that's blinking?
Like a
that's
flicker?
making sense. Yeah, flickering.
Not that I can think of. I'll have to look around the house, I guess.
What about with you?
Yes.
See, we're arcing back over here. Okay, these
He's
boys
like, enough with that, Robert. Okay, no, yes.
Well, this is, I've been studying this for a long time. This is an awesome example of collective consciousness communication, how your two boys probably didn't know each other here on planet Earth, but they sure do in spirit, and they know how much their moms are hurting, okay? What's going on with your blinking light?
Well, first of all, I'm deaf, so the hearing thing is me. Well, it could be both of us. So I'm legally deaf.
That makes a lot of sense.
And we moved into a new home, and constantly we have chandeliers being installed, and they'll start blinking. And I'm thinking, is it the electrician? Is this wrong? And they goes from one chandelier into the bathroom, just a couple of blinks, but it's enough to get my attention.
Wow.
Yes. Now, your son, you have to listen more to the messages, but now do you see how this makes sense? You're deaf, so your son is giving you visual signs, and you're wondering about it, so you have to listen, or rather observe in the visual sense, because that's him.